With your brush loaded with liquid white, brush out a circular spot on the canvas. With a scrubbing motion, push the paint around in all directions. This will create a transparent shape. When you think of the shape of a cloud, think of it moving through the sky. Parts of the cloud are disappearing as it moves. Some pieces are breaking off and floating in a different direction. The edges are wispy and soft. It is important to add these elements when you paint puffy clouds. It is also important that you don't make the cloud too uniform, because you want your clouds to be believable. A common mistake when painting clouds is making the cloud too round on top, kind of like you see in cartoons, or having the edges too sharp and defined. Continue pushing the paint around. Make the paint go as far as possible before you add more to the brush. We want parts of the cloud to be transparent, and since the white we are using is opaque, the dark blue will show through where there are areas of less white paint, creating a hazy, transparent effect. This type of technique is making the background do all the work. When you allow the background to show through, you can create shadows by using one color. This is why we initially want to have the cloud transparent. As we build up layers in the middle of the cloud, less of the dark blue will show through. This will make the middle of the cloud look solid and three-dimensional, while the outer edges of the cloud are transparent. During this entire process, I haven't added any more paint to my brush. I've made the initial paint go a very long way. You really don't have to add more paint to the brush until you start building layers in the middle. I've completed my initial shape. Allow this to dry to the touch before adding more layers to the middle. My initial shape is now dry, and I am ready to start adding layers. Pick which side you want to have the light source coming from. I am going to have the light source from right to left. Start out with your brush loaded with paint and make some circular contours on the outer top edge of the cloud. Then wipe off your brush. Start blending the contours down and across the cloud. Continue the scrubbing motion around all the edges of the cloud to make it look soft. Already you can tell that the light is shining from right to left. Continue the scrubbing motion to eliminate blue areas in the middle of the cloud. We want the background to show through in some parts of the cloud, but we want most of the middle to be solid. Make sure to add highlights to the small break-off clouds out in front. Notice how I added break-off clouds in different areas. This technique makes a cloud look as if it is slowly moving through the atmosphere. I'm going to add some more paint to the brush and continue to add contours to the front of the cloud. You can make your contours all different sizes. Just be sure to blend them down and across. Start adding contours in the middle of the cloud. Leave some area between the front contours and middle contours. This will allow some of the background to show through and create a shadow. You can continue adding contours with more and more paint. Just make sure that you don't cover up the haziness around the top of the cloud. The haziness is what helps make these simple clouds be very effective.